Hey guys, Richie here from RW Hobbies with a worldwide exclusive. Welcome back and excited to share with you I Love Kit's 48 scale brand new F22 Raptor. Brand new tool, worldwide exclusive. It's not out in the US right now, it's out in the UK and the Far East. And at the time of filming this, there's no other videos in the English language on YouTube featuring this kit. So I'm very excited to bring it to you first and excited to see if it matches the huge price tag this kit has. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. All right, so here we go. So we got the F22 Raptor by I Love Kit in 48 scale, just released, and I'm happy to show you guys this kit immediately. So it literally just got dropped off by the mailman or mail lady about 5 minutes ago. So I want to get this straight up, edited, and on YouTube so you guys can view it as I promised. So I Love Kit, my understanding is it's basically Hobby Boss. So I'm not sure why, but I know Trumpeter, Hobby Boss, and I Love Kit, all the same company basically. So if you have a Trumpeter or a Hobby Boss kit, you'll notice that the plastic's the same, the instructions the same, it's just branded differently. And the same with this, I Love Kit. Now, the elephant in the room is, it's a beautiful looking aircraft, but the price, woo. So I know things have got up a lot in price recently, but this comes in UK retail at £99, so basically £100 sterling, which equates currency exchange to about 150 US dollars for a 48 scale kit, which probably doesn't have much detail because these latest generation fighters, you know, are pretty kind of, I don't know, pretty kind of what I'm looking for, maybe like kind of bland, or there's not a lot happening here like some of the older ones. You know, it's a lot of the stuff is concealed, you know, for stealth reasons. So this is a kit, you see here length is 32 centimeters, well it's basically just under 32 centimeters, width is 28 centimeters, 380 parts, and a very expensive kit. So let's take a look at this. So go around the package here and you can see typical Hobby Boss Trumpeter, the way this is the CAD drawings and stuff on the side. This product is not a toy. Made in China. Sorry, got a little glare on there, moving around, kit number 62801. And you got your markings, A and B. And you got your weapons. So you got the, I'm not sure these totally accurate, but you got some couple sidewinders, AIM 120 to 120Cs, a couple of JDAMs. And that's the other side of the box. So let's open her up. I haven't opened this box up yet, so it's very interesting. So let me turn around the correct way, I guess. And let's see what we got. Ugh, very tight fitting box. And there we are. Off the bat, I'm going to look straight at this and it looks pretty heavily detailed on here. So there's a few, but I should take a step back. There's a few versions of this out in 48 scale. You got Tallery, you got Hasegawa, and you got Academy, I believe. Now Hasegawa, I used to have my stash, and I sold it because the raised detail was so pronounced. It was just completely outscale and way too much. We'll look at this plastic in a minute, but just looking at this, it looks a little heavy too. We'll look at it. But anyway, we'll look at the plastic in a minute. There's not a ton of stuff in here. You got some obviously big parts here for the fuselage. You got some intakes, plastic, got some weapons, and down here is your paperwork. And you know how I mentioned about Trumpeter and Hobby Boss? Those of you guys who build those kits will see here, instructions exactly the same. So again, we're looking at basically a Hobby Boss 48 scale F22 here. So let's start off with the map's going all over the place. Let's start with the instructions. So again, ISO number 62801. I'll say here too, I'm just going to look at the plastic. I don't know anything about F22s. They're not really my jam. I'm more of the previous generation aircraft. I'm not really a big fan of next gen or know much about them. So I'll just go through, show you guys what's in the kit here. So F22A Raptor. And as always, we've got the basic call out what's on the sprues, and we get straight into it. So looks like we've got the cockpit here. There's going to be not much going on in the cockpit because it's all going to be glass, so there's not going to be tons of like switches and that kind of stuff. And then looks like we're going into the top fuselage. Let me zoom in a smidge for you. There you go. See a little bit better now. So getting into nose gear. Looks like nose gear goes in. Looking at this, yeah, there's no reason why you couldn't paint this separately and add it in the end. So you're adding this guy in, and you have like a front section here for the fuselage, the nose kind of section. Then you're working through here on the, it's like the intakes and the kind of weapons bay. Main gear, gear bays. Okay, sorry, here's your intakes actually here. Two-piece. Again, for this price point, I would expect probably one-piece slide molded, but you got two-piece. And there's no photo etch in this either, I don't think either, so these fan blades might be pretty crude. No photo etch, okay. Again, we're talking about a kit that's very, very expensive. It's looking pretty average Hobby Boss Trumpster kind of build to me. So, you've got your intakes going in full length, then you're sandwiching the two fuselage halves together. You have the option here to add a, well, you're adding to weapons bay, a couple of missiles there. More weapons going in, JDAMs, a few other small parts here and there. You've got your weapon bay doors. More doors, I guess for the various parts. Again, you know, modern fighter, it's stealthy, all the stuff closes up and it's internalized. A few more doors. A couple of pitot tubes. Some flaps. And also I've got tails, stabilizers, I'm guessing, and a canopy. Looks like we have a plastic insert goes in, cut remove. So this is the internal bit here that goes inside it, so you have to cut a part off. And that's it. Page 16 is kind of useless because it's just a picture of the aircraft, I guess. So there it is. So that's the instructions. So off the bat, I'll say, again, I'm judging this on a price point, and it looks like pretty much like a $50, $60 kind of kit, which is seems very expensive. There's nothing much here in detail, but at the same point, these F-22s don't have a lot of detail, as I mentioned earlier. They're modern jets. They're all stealth-like. There's not tons of different things going on here. But I'm still disappointed. Just go for instructions. There's no photo etch for the fan blades. There's no one slide molded parts for the intakes, trunking and that kind of stuff. But anyway, let's keep trucking here. So next up, we've got the color callouts. So again, with Trumpster and Hobby Boss, you've heard me say this before. I wish they'd just put the squadron or something listed on here. It's just A and B. So you've got A, which is this one right here, and all your colors and the usual selection of stuff. Mr. Hobby Lacquer, which I highly recommend. You got your Aqueous, Vallejo, which I probably wouldn't never use, Model Master, Tamiya, and Humbrol. And on the back here, we have option B, which is basically same, just different squadron markings, and your weapons belong here too. Now I am going to take a quick look back here at the JDAMs, another look, see how they're made. Okay, I think it's okay. So I can't remember which kit. I've looked at a kit recently and reviewed where they've done a nice kind of option here where it's different parts, so you can paint it a lot easier. This one looks like you got some masking. You have to paint it up. It's like it comes in one or two parts. All right, let's look at it. Here she is. Well, a nice, crisp, nice piece of plastic. I don't know, man. It's you could judge it at home. What do you guys think? Put your comments in the put your comment below what you think. It's lot better than Hasegawa for sure. It's still quite pronounced and raised, but looking at the camera here, actually, you know what? It's not so bad. It looks a lot better. Hasegawa one was, yeah, it was just out of control. Its scale thickness of the RAM stuff was crazy. This is a lot better. It's very pronounced, but again, a lot better than Hasegawa for sure. If I hold it in the camera here in the light, you can kind of see some of that detail. This is just a marbling effect on the plastic. Once you prime it and paint it, you won't see that line here. You can see the color. It's not a problem at all. Some string fitting things going on in there. There's nice detail around here. So there you go. That's the main piece probably people are most interested in. Now I forgot to look at the decals, so let me do that before I forget. So here's the decals. Oh. Not really too much going on there. Looks like we have decals for the cockpit. Again, it's going to be pretty basic because it's a glass cockpit. A few squadron markings and not much in the way of stencils either. So if you don't like decals, this might be the one for you. But yeah, I've had no problem. Hobby Boss and Trumps have no problem at all with their decals typically. They normally go down pretty nicely. So just a small little sheet, which is a big difference to my review from a couple of days ago, the Tornado. There's 3 sheets of decals. Alright, let's get into this more plastic here. So again, pretty plain, not too much going on. There's going to be no rivets on this aircraft, so no rivet detail. Just the old panel line here and there. It's quite nice detailed molded for the canopy there. Again, I think you've got to cut part of this off, if I remember rightly. And the cockpit tub. Nicely molded, but it's going to be tricky to paint because it's all one piece. So unlike Tamiya who did panels and stuff, this is all molded. So even if you got like something like a Quintus Studios thing, if they release one, you're still going to have a tough time trying to get all this removed so you can sand it down, so you can put the detail in. But yeah, looks pretty cool. You can see that. But again, not really much to talk about. The actual intake right here looks quite nice, one piece slide molded. Yep, no problem, no flash, no issues at all. A few ejection pin marks, well actually quite a few on the inside, but you're not going to see that because you're going to put plastic over the top of that. And they're all recessed too, so no cleanup required. Alright, another big sprue. The underside. Yeah, nice detail. Actually, this, you know what? I'll take back what I first said. I think it looks fine. The actual on the underside at least, the detail. It's not overly done at all. There's a little bit of flash and along the front here, and a little bit of cleanup required, which is a pretty big joint, I guess, where the front section goes. This is very thin, this plastic too. Okay. Now I'm struggling to see 360 parts in this. I mean, it looks like 100 to build the aircraft, so it must be all in weapons, I'm guessing, but let's see. Next one, your intake, trunking, a little bit of crew detail on is that the weapons bay, I'm guessing, or could be a wheel well, I'm not entirely sure to be honest with you. And here's the underside of the front. Sorry, help out having camera, right? There you go. I'm not going to open this one up. It's just again more of the trunking there for the inner side for the exhaust and a couple of doors and stuff. Nothing really to see there. Alright, next sprue. Various parts on here, some nice detail. Again, very crisp, nice plastic. And you got the seats, moldable parts. I'm guessing it's the usual Aces too. I might be completely wrong, but you might need a resin upgrade for that, which should be no problem at all. here's your instrument panel. Again, nothing too much to write home about. And your gear, various other parts. Again, nice and crisp, no problem at all. Alright, next up, your weapons. I'm probably not going to bother opening these up either, but I think this is where a lot of these are not necessarily right for this type of jet, but these might be wrong. But you've got your various weapons on here. You can see there, again, there's not really much in the way of detail and stuff on here. Your panel line here and there, but nothing really amazing. More weapons. This is where your 360 parts come. So, let's open these up. These are your J-downs. Now, I'm sure it said 2 on the instructions there, but it looks like we have a lot more than 2. We have 4, I'm guessing. So, match pair. Some nice detail on this, but again, I can't help mentioning the price. I mean, this price point, Great War Hobbies, you're getting one-piece weapons, or AMK, one-piece weapons, slide molded, beautiful weapons. You're not getting that on here. I don't remember seeing any fan blades. Maybe that's coming up on the next one. Yeah, it's coming up next. Okay. So again, look good, no problem at all. Okay, 2-piece wheels, and there's your fan blades. Again, pretty crude. Would be nice to have a little PE upgrade for those. And some other various doors, and these must be your stabilizers, horizontal stabilizers. But yeah, a lot of ejection pin marks again, but hidden away. Should be no problem at all. And these are a little bit gnarly, whatever these parts are. See a lot of flash on those. And finally, the canopy. Now, I'm not excited, but I'm intrigued. Do they get it right and do a tinted, like that yellowy, goldy tinted canopy, or is it going to be a clear plastic? I'm guessing clear plastic, but let's see what we got in here. Okay, it's nicely packed, and it is slightly tinted. I'm looking at it in daylight. It's very, very minor tinted, but it's just not quite 100% clear. It has this very slight, like, smoke tint on it. It has a bit of a scuff mark on mine at the top. Let me hold it up to the light again here. It's very, very clear. There's no distortion, but it's not the yellowy gold it should be. Like, so, nevertheless, it's just slightly off clear, I think, if you see on the camera. Maybe it's, again, the same problem I had before, my lighting and my black cutting mat. It sometimes puts kind of colours off. But what do you guys think? Is that clear or that slightly tinted? But there we go. So that's the box. What do I think? Disappointed. Now, I'll tell you why. Again, I keep going back to the price, and it's all about the price point. Again, if you're looking at $150 or £100, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for nice weapons. I'm looking for maybe a little bit PE for the fan blades, one-piece intake out tubing, like trunking. I'm looking for the canopy to be this color, not clear, because this is really hard to find. I think there's a few products out there, but it's really hard to get that kind of distinctive look. So I'm disappointed for the price. It's a usual Hobby Boss kit you expect to pay 60, 70 bucks for, and it's double the price. So I think it is the best F-22 out there. If you're an F-22 fan, you might want to get this one. Again, I take back my earlier statement. The power lines and the RAM and stuff doesn't look too bad. It's a lot better than some of the other kits out there, some of the other manufacturers. But again, I'm a little bit underwhelmed by what I see in this box. It's 360 parts for sure, but probably more than half of that is just weapons, which you probably won't use. But the actual kit itself, again, I don't know how well it fits together. Most of the recent Hobby Boss stuff goes together pretty well. But yeah, I don't know why it's so expensive. Like the I Love Kit brand of Hobby Boss, I guess, is pushing that up. But again, a little bit disappointed, missing those things I wish it had. But there you go. So hopefully you enjoyed that review. I'm not sure I'm going to build this one, to be honest with you. It's not quite my jam. But if I do, then subscribe to the channel and you'll get the latest updates and all that kind of jazz. So thank you for watching as always, and I'll catch you later. Bye.